Hello friends, I'm back with you with a new special video for you, and the topic which I'm going to take today is describe a skill you want to learn. Okay, so the follow-up questions are what it is, how and where would you learn it, and explain why you want to learn it, right? So you want to learn means you need to talk about a skill that you will be learning in near future. We always start with the introduction as usual. The introduction is learning is a lifelong process. Lifelong process means throughout the life we keep on learning new things, and this process makes the person feel alive and kicking. Alive and kicking means healthy, vibrant. So I always try to learn new things whenever I have holidays or vacations. So whenever I get free time, I prefer to learn something new. So that new skill that I prefer to learn will be fruitful in several ways. So fruitful in several ways means useful for me in many ways or in several ways. Last year I learned dance and playing piano, but now if I get time, I am planning to learn driving. So I wanted to take driving lessons from Shergill driving schools which provide services in Mohali. Since I am staying in Mohali, so I prefer to take services from them. They have well experienced or veteran trainers. So veteran means well experienced, someone who has a long experience or who has an experience of 10 to 15 years. So I prefer to take them because they have veteran trainers and they provide theoretical training as well. So theoretical training is equally essential, is equally incumbent if there is any kind of fault. So we can solve it, we can fix it by our own selves. They charge 3,500 for a month training that I find would be good enough or that would be sufficient for me. So 1 month is a good time to learn a skill such as driving. In fact, my cousin also learnt driving from them and presently he drives very nicely. So by looking at him only, I found myself motivated to learn driving. Now what happens actually, I am planning to learn driving to be self-dependent. To be self-dependent means so that I need not to request someone else to drop me wherever I want to go. Now what happens, to go anywhere, either I have to book a cab, book an Uber, or I have to ask my brother to drop me, because since I cannot drive, so it is really very difficult for me to go anywhere. So I take help of my brother or Uber. And I felt that it is really a wastage of his time because he is also working. Sometime he has to leave his work on like in the middle, then he has to drop me up because he never says no to me. So I felt it is a wastage of his time. So, and another thing is going by cab is literally expensive. Sometimes I have to pay hefty amount of money if there is a surge, if there is a raining, there is a traffic, a lot of traffic, so I have to pay huge amount of money. So that is not affordable frequently. Once in a while is okay, I can book a cab, but frequently it's not possible. After learning driving, I can go anywhere by myself, even in case of emergency. If there is an emergency, I need something urgently, my family members have to go somewhere urgently, I can take them. And in fact, I can go around easily even at odd hours. Odd hours means, let's say if there is a midnight, if there is early morning and we are supposed to go anywhere, I know how to drive, I can go by myself, I can take my mother wherever she wants. In fact, we have an extra car at home since my brother moved to Canada last year. So as my brother moved to Canada last year, so his car is at home now, right? And nobody is driving that because my father has his own car. So it would not dig a hole in my parents' pocket if I learn driving. Obviously, I won't ask my parents to buy another car for me. So his car is there, I can use his car. My elder brother, he is having another car for himself. So I can use this one. Finally, I would say that I would like to say driving would help me throughout my life. So this is a kind of skill that is really useful or practical and it can help me throughout my life, right? All the best.